got it all worked out. You suddenly wonder what it's all about. That's love. Oh, that's love. That's love. Just when you think you're on solid ground, just a word and you're upside down. That's love. Oh, that's love. That's love. That's love.
See, the thing is, I am serious about you. I love you.
No, right, okay, now shush. Nobody gets any tea unless you tell me a word that begins with eggs. Off you go. Exactly.
Existentialism. Where did you learn that word?
Eggs and bacon.
No, eggs and bacon are 3 words, Matthew, aren't they?
I like eggs and bacon.
I know you do.
I saw it on telly.
How can you see a word on telly?
All right, I heard it, silly. I'll go. I know who that is. Mummy's back.
Don't be daft. That won't be her.
That'll be your mum and dad come to get you.
They're early. Why not?
Because she wouldn't ring. She's got the key, hasn't she, silly?
Easter eggs.
Add 2 words, Matthew.
My mum and dad said they wouldn't be here till 6.
All right, then. It's the kidnappers come to take you all away and give me some peace, thank God.
No, it's come to take you away and give us some peace, Soppy. Look who's here.
Hello, Dad. All alone still, are we?
Alone is not the word I would have used, Babs.
Come on, everyone, eat your eggs. They'll be like bricks.
When is Patsy due, Donald?
Oh, not till very late. Hardly worth your waiting, Babs.
You would come.
Yes, so I see.
Hello. Hello, everyone. Hello, you two. Mummy.
Hello, Mummy.
What a surprise. Just passing.
She would do it.
Who are you? You mustn't say that. That's rude. Well, who is he?
I'm a friend of the family.
Mummy and Daddy too.
Darling, you've got enough people in it.
The Intercity leaves for platform 2.
Yeah, isn't this cosy? All family and friends together.
No. It's Tristan, not twisted.
So, how was Bath then, Tristan? Culturally satisfying?
Very.
Excuse me, I'm just going to unpack.
Storm clouds gather.
Why do you have to ask him in here?
He does have a name.
Well,
I asked him in for a cup of tea. I thought he'd say no, he didn't. I'm sure he'll be off soon, and then you can trot round the garden laying your scent on your territory.
we need to talk.
Yes, we do.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means, yes, we do.
You're in a hell of a mood.
Oh, and you, of course, are enchantment itself.
I'm sorry. That's all I wanted to say. I'm sorry. I was going to meet you with an olive branch, then you bring him in here.
Perhaps it was self-defense.
Oh,
Here you are, having a chat on the stairs. So we are. What's going on, Donald? I have a right to know.
Oh, I love my grandchildren, but...
Victor.
Oh.
What is going on, Victor? That is what I want to know. She's up there, he's in there, and he's in there with the children. What's going on?
They also serve who only stand and wait.
What?
Milton.
What about it?
Not in it, dearest. Milton's not in it. He's a hymn.
I sometimes wonder if we speak the same language.
So do I.
Oh, if only we could do something.
I think we should round up our lot, go home and leave them to it.
But I'm sure they need help.
I warned them about this, you know.
About what?
Getting married. I told them it'll lead to trouble sooner or later.
How'd you work that out?
My wife has a double first in hindsight, you know.
Oh.
University have told you so.
Hindsight at least allows us to look back with accuracy.
You ever thought going into politics?
I'm going to see if I can do something.
No,
Very nice.
dear God.
Oh, hello, everyone. Excuse me.
No. Leave it.
Bloody hell.
I need a drink.
No, there. He's in there.
Who's he? The cat's father? Oh,
Well, I'm not going back in that madhouse.
I'm going upstairs to see Patsy.
Now, leave them alone.
So how's things then?
I've screwed it all up. My marriage, everything.
Yeah, I think you have.
What should I do? You ever thought of becoming a marriage counsellor?
Nah. Couldn't handle all that sex.
So you know we all love you.
Oh, thanks. I seem to be surrounded by people who love me. Donald, you four, Tristan.
How was this weekend with him? I mean, you know.
Pretty disastrous.
Good.
At first.
Oh? Then?
It got better.
How?
Your father has practically held me down, but I won't be bullied any longer. Now, tell Mummy everything.
Pop down the road and get some new batteries, will you, when those have worn out?
Can I get a drink now?
Help yourself. Gary's in there watching all 4 channels at once. Where's Patsy?
Upstairs with the mother.
Oh, God.
The other boy's in the kitchen with the kids.
No.
All right, Al. Right, I want you quickly to think of an animal that begins with L.
Lion.
Right, one for you. Right, here we go. Which hand is it?
Sorry, Vic. Sorry.
Oh, well, don't mind me.
I think what I would most like, if you don't mind, is to be left alone.
I know you. Without guidance, you fire straight from the hip and invariably make the wrong decision.
Oh, I'm sorry, Patsy. I'll go if you want me to, but if there's anything else I can do...
Take her with you. Oh. Honestly, it's like having a family crisis in the middle of Paddington Station.
Patsy's right. We'll have to be left alone.
I didn't say that.
Come on, Babs.
Don't say anything you might...
I'll make a note of it, Babs. Thank you.
The first thing I have to say is I am not your property.
I never thought you were.
You locked me in like I was some kind
It
of...
was out of weakness, not strength. I was desperate. Sorry. How was Bath?
Ravishing.
How was Tristan? Not,
Tristan was fine.
fine.
Terrific. He was tremendous to be with. It made a refreshing change. And neither of us felt the need once to lock a single door.
But you did have separate doors.
Who told you that?
Forget.
Having separate rooms was just a front. After all, I am still a married woman.
Still.
That's the second thing I have to say.
Some while ago, I told Tristan I wasn't sure if I still loved you.
How cosy. Boys chat?
He was supposed to be our marriage counsellor.
So?
Well, I couldn't tell you about my feelings then, obviously.
You needn't now,
No,
either.
I want to. I feel better now that I can.
Oh, bully for you.
Yes, who is
come
it?
in.
Oh, go on. Sorry, Zoe, come in.
Mummy, is Tristan a strange man?
What?
He said we can all go for a ride with him in his car because it's got no top on it.
What's strange about that?
You said we must never go in a car with a strange man.
Sweetheart, that means people you don't know. But Tristan is a very dear friend. Isn't he, darling?
Cherished.
I've never seen him before.
Well, I'm sure you're going to see an awful lot more of him now.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye,
Bye,
darling.
Zoe. As I was saying, I was uncertain. I'm not anymore. I love you, Patsy. I love you more today than when we first got married. I don't know how I could have been so daft not to be sure all along, but, you know, things drift and people get lost. I did.
Lured away by Laurel's siren call, And now you've circumnavigated the rocks and are sailing safely home into harbour, having dallied for a bit on the way, or should I say, a bit on the side. You know what's interesting about this moving declaration of love is that it's all about you, isn't it? You were uncertain, you now know, you've come through the valley of the shadow. Even your artless confession is just an extension of your ego. Not a word about how I felt through all of this, or how I feel now.
And how do you feel now?
Uncertain.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Down you come, get upstairs.
And I'll show you my new computer game.
All right.
Here we go.
Mother, there is no crisis
she calls
between
me Mother,
Donald
I
and
know
I
it's
that I wish to
serious.
discuss with you at this moment or at
this
any
just
other
mean to
moment,
you?
probably. And now our guest has come in. I'm going to give him a drink.
So, Tristram's back with the little dears.
Why are Donald and Patsy so civilised? Everything's falling apart around them. Don't they care?
Oh, it's you two.
So it is.
Didn't Tristan come in here?
He went upstairs with the children.
Scoring brownie points.
Young savages are here. See if I can get my wife to take our lot home.
Yeah, I suppose I better get up and join the merry throng gathered around the deathbed of my marriage.
You really seem to be taking this lying down.
What else do you suggest?
Well, don't you ever fight? Lose your temper?
No, I don't see the point in all that.
She's just spent the weekend with that git. Don't you care?
Of course I care.
Daddy, I'm showing everyone my new computer game. Will you come?
Okay, Zoe.
Tristan was going to, but Mummy's trying to steal him.
So you all do.
Tristan! So exciting.
Hello.
Hello.
I was just giving Tristan a break from...
Yeah, well, I'm just going up to...
That means you won't see my computer now.
That's all right, Zoe. See it later. Mummy wants to give me a drink.
He does deserve a drink.
Yeah, I'm coming down soon.
Right.
Yeah,
excuse
okay.
me.
Excuse me.
Sorry. The play itself, of course, is seriously flawed, but the production of it is absolutely beautifully unified, really superb. Of course, when it gets to the West End, the reviewers, naturally, won't spot the flaws in the play and they'll just fall for the classy production. Still, you'll all be able to tell for yourselves whether I'm right when you see it. Eh, Patsy?
You're just repeating everything I said to you.
You sneak. Anyway, we did agree in principle.
Yes.
But your hotel, how was that?
Fine, thanks.
I had a lovely view of a brick wall at first.
And Tristan?
Yeah, same wall. Then it moved.
Just the wall moved, not the earth.
Oh, Donald, there you are.
So I am.
Well, I just thought we'd open the champagne that we brought back. Tristan, will you give Donald
Sure.
a glass?
I don't want any of your grotty champagne, but I do want you to go. Now.
Oh dear.
Wow.
Donald.
Patsy, it's all right, it's all right. Donald, look, I understand you must be feeling upset.
Brilliant.
And therefore aggressive. But you mustn't. It's a reaction that's perfectly
Normal, yes. I thought you might say that. What insight I'm running true to form again.
I'll be leaving anyway in a minute.
Now.
In a minute. Politely and decently.
Okay, I'll keep out of your way if that's what you want. This champagne's a sort of symbol, isn't it? Can I have a glass? Thanks. Right. Whose side are you on? His or mine?
Well, it seems a shame to waste it, but
I'd much prefer a large Scotch anyway. Oh, get rid of it, woman.
Abject apologies upstairs, bullying downstairs, hmm?
Appealing to the others will do you no good, Donald. There's only one vote that counts here, and that's Patsy's.
You were supposed to be our counselor. Our helper. Look at you. You shit.
My conscience is clear. It's not a crime to fall in love with your patient. I'm a therapist, not a GP. The point is, when you came to me, your marriage was already in deep trouble.
Which you rendered terminal.
Donald, look. From the outset, it was clear that Patsy desperately needed to exorcise your infidelity. Now, the person she chose for the exorcism wasn't relevant. Then, I fell for her, so why not me? And now I think she's worked her resentment through.
Yes, that's right.
And can see her way forward clearly, so I've done my job properly. You should be grateful.
Grateful?
He doesn't lack cheek, does he?
Who she chose in the end was never in my control. I was as much on edge as you. But I won. I'm sorry.
Has he? Won?
I don't feel like being a trophy with ribbons on.
All right, then be active. Which one of us do you choose?
I'll think about it.
Oh, really, Patsy, that's not fair.
There.
You're being perverse. I'm so sorry, Tristan. She was like this when she was little.
This is unspeakable, isn't it? Why do we always have to conduct our crises in public?
We'll go if it'll help.
It won't. Stay where you are.
Public or private, it's all the same.
So I have to make a decision now, do
You
I?
must have made up your mind.
Neither. That's what I think about being backed into a corner by both of you.
Patsy, forgive me. I had no part in pressuring you like this.
No, you didn't. I'm sorry, Tristan.
That's all right. Apology accepted.
It's just Donald who thinks the world revolves around his wishes.
And you don't?
Yeah, perhaps you're right. Perhaps that's what's wrong with us.
There's nothing wrong with us.
So I see.
Look, I screwed Laurel, and you screwed him in revenge, and now you got confused.
And you're all straightened out?
Yes.
Well, bully for you.
Look, Patsy, I love you, and you love me.
Perhaps about half of that's right.
Patsy's good in bed, and that's what's confused you.
No!
Oh, he's not good in bed.
No,
Oh,
he
he's good in
hasn't
bed.
confused me. You're the one
You're doing
that's
a pretty good
confused.
job on yourself.
My God, everything you reduce to that, don't
What do you mean, Richard? It's bloody important.
Of course it is. So why do you have to go and have Laurel Manor sotting?
For a change! I was a bloody fool. Isn't that allowed once?
And Bonita Bronowski?
Twice? At least I made a decent choice.
Choices.
Choices. I didn't pick some ponytailed Romeo who probably makes passes at every second
I do
client.
not make you...
Oh, come on.
He did not make a pass at
I
me.
do not indulge in...
You screw a snake if someone would hold it down.
Tristan's behaviour towards me was impeccable. He didn't even kiss me when I gave him the chance
You
to.
must have puckered up the wrong end.
I what? What did you say? What did you say?
I think he said...
He heard what he said.
Donald!
Patsy, it's all right. It's all right. You mustn't blame him. He's under great stress.
So am I after that.
I know. But it's up to you and me, together, to behave generously. Donald has lost you. He's naturally shattered.
Oh, Donald.
It's quite normal for him to lash out like that.
Oh, hooray! I'm behaving normally again. What a relief.
However, Donald, this unbalanced streak in you really must be got under control for your own good.
Oh, yes, of course, yes.
It's already cost you your marriage.
Oh.
And the next thing it'll cost you, and believe me, I've seen this before, is your children.
What?
No matter how angry you may feel, and you're bound to whenever you visit them.
Visit them?
Yes, during access, at weekends or whatever. You must not communicate your instability to them. It's most damaging. They've already had several years of you.
Now look, you can steal my wife. I can't stop that. But not my son!
No, just... All right then, Donald. Go on. Hit me.
What?
Hit me.
Yes, go on, Donald!
No, come on. Show us how tough you really are. No, come on, hit me. Then you'll see that violence is pointless. Hit me.
No, I don't
come on,
want to.
make the discovery for yourself. Hit me.
I'd rather do something abnormal instead.
No. You misunderstand me. These feelings are normal.
Doesn't anything stop you talking?
Talking is what raises...
All right, that's enough.
What?
Stop it, both of you. Donald, let go of him. I want everyone to go.
We can't leave you with this maniac.
Will you go?
Come on.
No, Donald, not you.
We love you, Donald.
Tristan, I'd like you to go too, please.
Right, you obviously have quite a lot to, I'll wait outside.
No. I want you to go.
Me? You want me to go?
Yes. It won't work out.
Patsy.
I'll ring you. I'll ring you and explain.
I've lost then.
Yeah.
You're making a big mistake, Patsy.
Quite possibly.
Look, these feelings are...
Tristan, please, just go.
You'll find the front door.
Donald!
Sorry. Why me? Why not him?
Didn't love him.
And me?
God knows why.
We've both been very silly.
Yes.
But you were sillier than me.
What?
I thought my heart would break.
Did it?
Cracked a bit.
Mine too. Think they'll mend?
Things do, I suppose.
Hope so. I do hope so.
That's love. Oh, that's love. That's love. Just when you think you're on solid ground, just a word and you're upside down. That's love. Oh, that's love. That's love. Ooh, that's love. That's love. That's love.
New drama for next Tuesday on Thames with the return of Medics.
An empty ward is a criminal waste of resources.
What are you doing for lunch tomorrow?
Nothing, why?
Well, you want to come to the post-mortem?
Oh, you really know how to give a girl a good time, don't you?
All set then, Susan Thomas? I'll be operating today, so don't be nervous. Look.
Okay, Mac. Mac the knife.
Practice, Gail. Practice makes perfect.
Medics next Tuesday at 9.
There's milk, glucose, malt, and thick, thick chocolate in a Mars.
It's all wool, so why does it feel like silk? It's simply cotton, so what makes it flow like silk? Pure silk with a delicate fragrance of peach blossom from Comfort.
Spring has sprung. Bachelor's Micro Chef snacks now give you a can of Citrus Spring free. It's a fact that 9 out of 10 people still aren't eating enough fibre. So it's worth knowing that in a single bowl of Kellogg's All Bran, there's about as much fibre as you'd find in 8 ripe bananas. Kellogg's All Bran, a great fibre provider.
Drama for tomorrow. On the trail of murder, Morse is sent to Italy, a land that provides both culture and romance.
Go home, Chief Inspector. Go home before you make a complete fool of yourself.
But it's too late. Morse is captivated.
When will you recognize the undertone, Lewis?
The investigation must continue without further distraction. But clearly, someone's out to stop him. Inspector Morse, tomorrow at 8 on Thames.
You're watching Thames Television. Now at 10 o'clock, the national and international news from ITN.